Hi, my name is Joe Kerman. I'm a member here at Sector 67 Hackerspace in Madison, Wisconsin. I've been a member here since about 3 months after it opened, which is coming up on 4 years now. I've been a lifelong tinkerer and hacker who used to work in network administration and always, kind of tinker in my basement, build cool things. And then this hackerspace movement came on, and hackerspaces are community workshops where everybody kind of pools their tools together into a room and works together and shares resources to get things done. And we're lucky to have one of the best hackerspaces in the country in Madison, Wisconsin. Chris Meyer started this as a UW graduate. He graduated engineering school, and they taught him how to use all the cool equipment. The day he graduated, all of a sudden he didn't have access to any of that equipment anymore. So he needed to build a space like this so he could have all those same toys to play with and give that opportunity to other people in the community. I also recently completed a 2-month maker in residence at the Madison Public Library in their new Bubbler room, which is part of the new movement in libraries to bring more non-book community activities, making, creating things, and teaching things into the library space. So the space they have there has been taken over by authors and poets and artists, and I've been lucky enough to have them want to bring me in as a maker to try and bring more making stuff to the library. One of the interesting things about working with both organizations is that there's just such a huge community demand for this resource. People want to make things. They want to make things together. They love sharing their skills with each other. But there's very few places that they can come together and do that. And all due to a lot of things like insurance liability and the cost involved, nonprofits kind of fill this niche. And it's really amazing that the city was able to get money to fund a program like this. Everything that Sector 67 does is all member funded, so just from members that are interested in making things, we're able to build this great space with all these great facilities. And the libraries is trying to capitalize on that by taking this enthusiasm and just trying to provide a space and get interested parties in to make it. So when I was asked by the Madison Public Library to be the maker in residence, they'd said that they wanted me to, come there and hang out and make cool stuff and show off who I am. And that's only half the goal. I basically didn't make much at all. First, what I did is I went to Sector and I said, hey, I have this opportunity. The city of Madison wants to show all the cool stuff we're doing over here. We're not too far away, but we're not downtown. We have our own little private club on a private door that you need a key to get into. We have our public events and we're open to the public. We're a private organization. And so I told everybody doing all this cool stuff, listen, the city has called you and they want to see all the cool stuff you're doing. So what I tried to do was curate a museum/science fair/exhibition of sorts of all the cool stuff that's going on in our hackerspace downtown. And it was received really well. I had so much enthusiasm for people who wanted to. Everybody sitting here is basically saying, thank God, I'm waiting for somebody to ask me that question, to have an excuse to show my things off to the public. But, we're all doing stuff for our own benefit. And so to share the enthusiasm, I had displayed several members' projects, and I just tried to rotate out other cool stuff. It was amazing the response I got. I literally had somebody say, oh, I'd been building musical instruments for the public anyways for the last year. I just haven't found a venue to show them. I can drop them off tomorrow. So in one day, people had already been building things for the public display and for the public to learn from that nobody had walked up and given the opportunity. And all these people are just motivated by their desire to want to teach other people and to share their love of making with other people. So I think what I was able to do with almost literally no budget whatsoever was just connect these two organizations together. Just connect a room full of interested people on one side of town with this gorgeous empty space downtown and try and bring the two together. And I think it was a very, very good experiment. And I really hope that I'm not the last maker in residence there. I think there's only up to go from here. I was able to do some tiny classes with people about making, but what I tried to do was just amaze people who walked in the door, and everything that they saw, it wasn't all that impressive. And then I would say, oh, did you know that this was made in Madison? This beautiful electronic jewelry was made by a girl in Madison. This beautiful knitting machine was all hacked and programmed by people in Madison. And people just, they're not amazed that things can be made or that things could be hacked, but they're always just jaw-dropped, like, wow, really, in Madison? It's just something that seems so complicated and so out of reach. And I really love making that connection and making people think, oh, I could do this myself, couldn't I? I could do this at my kitchen table. I just love making that connection. So, rather than I didn't want anybody to just watch me make stuff. I wanted people to leave the experience saying, I could make that. So how to utilize this space that the city's provided to do that is something I spent a lot of time thinking about. And I really think that the tiniest little push is all people need. They just need to be shown that the opportunity is there, and they'll be able to, just get that right first step, like knowing what to Google, knowing what resource to look for, knowing who to talk to in town to learn these skills is really all these people need. They don't need to be pushed and convinced into doing it. They just need to be aware that these resources are there to have. And it's a really great opportunity to be able to connect these two organizations to do that.